Welcome to the first tutorial out of a number of tutorials looking at Fusion 360. What we're going to be looking at in this tutorial is designing a piece of jewelry to be laser cut. We're going to start with a ring, and the ring design is going to consist of a number of different components or parts to come together form a final ring which will be laser cut. So each one of these ring components will be a separate part as well as each one of those. And we're going to take each of those profiles and we're going to export them to place them on the laser cutter so we can laser cut them. Okay, so back to Fusion. And the first thing that we're going to do is just create a sketch. So over here under solid, we select and we can come in and we can choose from one of these planes. So it doesn't really matter which plane we're choosing from. We can choose from this plane or this plane. You can see the grid will just rotate to that plane, and I'm just going to select and it's going to rotate to view. Once we're here, we're in the sketch environment and we have a number of different sketch tools that we're able to draw with. We've got all different types of rectangles and circles and lines and a variety of things that we can draw. So we're just going to start by selecting on the circle tool. We're going into the center point here. We're just going to move out. We're going to draw a random two circles, sorry. And after we've done that, we're just going to dimension. So we come up here to dimension and we're going to select on the first and we're bringing it out, and I'm going to change that to 20 millimeters, and that's the inside of my ring. Still selecting dimensions, we're going to select again, and the outside of my ring is going to be 25. From there, we just press finish sketch and it will take us back into the main environment out of the sketch environment. Down here on our history tree, what we actually have on the history is the sketch, and we can change that sketch by right clicking and then going edit sketch if we needed to, and it'll take us back into the sketch environment. We can go back in and out of that environment. We're going to just be using the extrusion tool for all of these parts. We're going to select here and we're going to be selecting onto the top of this, and then we're going to be just grabbing this arrow. We're going to extrude it out to 3 millimeters. Now in here in this dialog box, you just type 3 and enter on the keyboard and it's created that. Now this is what we call a body. If I come over here, I can select on the bodies from our feature library, and this is the body that we've created, which is good. But the best thing you can actually do is make this into a component. And how you do that is you right click, you go create component from bodies. Now what we have, instead of a body, we have a component, which is a separate part. And then in there, we have the body of that component, which we can see there. So we're going to be creating a bunch of components. All right, next step, we're selecting the sketch tool again. We're coming in over the side of this ring, and I can zoom in so that you can see exactly where I am over this face, and I'm selecting once again. Going back to this tool here and going the circle tool, selecting on the center, and I can come out and you can see that I can snap to that line, and I'm doing it again here. Now the other thing that I need to do is a little box on here where I'm going to be using it. If I come back to the OneNote, you can see it's got this little slot which goes into this and holds it all together. So what I'm going to be doing is just going and creating that little slot, and it's going to be 3 millimeters up. So I'm coming in the center here, selecting, and I'm just going to, I'm going to use the line tool over here. I'm going to select on the center here. Now it's going to be hard to get exactly what I want from that point there. So I'm moving it over until I feel it sort of snapping and I get that little X. Once I select that, I can come up and I'm just going to type in 3 millimeters. You can see as I move it up, at the moment I've got 10.5. Just type in 3 and then I can select with my mouse. Now I want to not finish the line yet. I'm moving over to the side. So I'm going to make this 3 by 3. So I'm moving 3mm over. I can type 3 into the keyboard and then make sure that it's horizontal, snapping. And I can come back down to the bottom, and you can see now if I zoom right in that I'm actually snapping back down onto the actual circle itself, and I've got this little right angle sort of sign, and I select, and I want to do this on the other side as well. So I'm coming over here, selecting, moving out and typing in 3, type 3, select, and then bring that down, boom, as well. And that's done. And all I need to do is just go finish the sketch. I'll just rotate that around so you can see what I've done. Okay, now this is going to be the centerpiece. So coming back here, it's going to be this piece. So what I'm going to do is select extrude again. I'm selecting on this face, but also this and this face. And one other thing, we've got this extrude window that opens up with all these options. I'm coming down to operation, and I'm going to be selecting new component. That is really, really important to do. And then I can drag that out or type in 3mm and enter. Now it's another component. So let's come over to the feature library over here, and you'll see that I've got component 1, which is my first one, and I've got component 2, which is my second one. All right, so now what I want to do, I want to create another circle here, the original circle. So I'm going to choose sketch on this face. Then I'm selecting here 1 over to there, 2, and then another one over to here, and then I'm going finish sketch. Then what I'm doing, I'm coming back to the extrude tool, selecting on that face, and then I'm going to drag that out. Now again, I'm coming down here to operation and choosing component. I want to make sure that it's 3mm, press 3 and enter, and there we go. I've got 3 components there. So it's fairly easy to do. So let's have a look what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, all at 3mm in thickness. Now it's time for me to do some design work on the top of my ring. I'm going to be doing this slightly different. So I'm going sketch again, and I'm selecting from the top. All right, now what I need to do, I'm going to go to the rectangle tool, and I'm going over the corner here and selecting, and I'm coming over to the other corner and selecting. And this is going to be a hole that I'm going to be creating. And then I'm using the circle tool again. You can do whatever you want. Maybe we can use a triangle tool. It doesn't sort of matter how accurate this section is, but I'm just going to create, oh, that's a hopeless triangle. Maybe I can create one down here as a polygon shape, and I can, and I'm going to go circumference there, and I'm pretty sure I can come over here and choose what type of polygon that I can use. You know what, I don't think I can. I'm going to be boring and just do a rectangle. But there's a whole variety of things that you can do. Just creating that rectangle over the top. I'm not really worrying about different sizes, but if I wanted to make this in the center, I can use the dimension tool, and I can change that to 10, and the dimension tool over here, and I can change that to 15. And then I can simply just come over here and select this line and this line, bring it down. That looks like it's 2mm there, so 2, and select here and here and bring that down, and that will be 2 as well. So it's going to be in the center, except for this one here. So select here and bring that out, and that's 5. That should be in the center. So yeah, you can just dimension it, play around with it to make it fit. Not that it's overly important for this experiment. I just press finish to come back to the normal environment. I'm selecting here onto extrusion once again. I'm going to be making sure I select new component, select on here, and I'm just going to be moving down 3mm, and you can see -3 on the side, and just pressing enter. And now from there I can create whatever I want on the top of my ring, whatever shape. So I'm just going to do one more simple shape on the top of this ring to finish it off. I'm using sketch again, selecting on the center, and then I am going to just draw a simple circle out to the side like so. Finish that off, go back to extrude, select on both these surfaces, make sure that the new component is activated, and I can bring that up 3mm and press enter. Okay, so here's my very basic laser cut ring, which I'm going to cut out. How do we add colors? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to go to modify, and then I'm going to physical, well, I can do appearance, I'm pretty sure here. If I select appearance, then I can come down to paints if I want to, and there's a whole bunch of different paints down here. If I go glossy, I can then just take these and drag them out onto my component to color those shapes in whatever color that I want. And I've got a whole variety of plastics and stones and woods and other things there. I'm going to choose black for that, blue for that, and the final one is a painted enamel glossy one for the top. And there we go, there's my ring. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you a little bit more about how to now create a pendant using this as well. But now you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components, and that's what I have down the side, and that's what you'll need to get. Right, that's the end of this tutorial. Thanks very much.